What's up, everybody? I hope you are doing well, and thank you for clicking on this video. The purpose of this channel is to focus on social activities and social life in general. So we are going to focus on some of the topics, not all topics, but some of the topics that I can handle, that I can manage. I would appreciate if you can smash the like button, smash the subscribe button like never before. Without any waste of time, let's get started. I would like to say I never thought I will start off this channel by talking about the 23-year-old Roger Fortson who has disappeared just like dead. 6 shots within 3 seconds.
And it starts at 16 hours, 28 minutes, 45 seconds when they have the interaction with the woman who we believe is with the leasing office of the apartment. The deputy walks hiding or something. The woman says she was saying that it happens frequently. The deputy says, okay. The woman says, but this time it sounded like it was getting out of hand. The deputy at 16:29.09 seconds says, okay, which door? I paused there for emphasis because her response is, I'm not sure. Then she continues on. 2 weeks ago, I was walking by their apartment, basically on this side, and I was hearing someone yell, like, shut the F up, and you stupid B word, and all this other stuff. And I heard a slap, like right after that. But I wasn't sure, second time, where it came from. The deputy says, okay, and the woman says, and I didn't want to call the police. The deputy then says, which room is it? And now this third time, she says, 1401.
I would like to say the most important thing, if you are a police officer, you have to follow the protocol, because you are also putting your life at risk. So that is why if you're going to put your life at risk, if you're going to put yourself in a situation that is dangerous, you have to analyze risk to the fullest. You have to do what we call risk assessment, because it's dangerous to go and handle a situation that is connected or associated with domestic violence. So that is why it is very important to make sure that everything is verified. You get a confirmation. In other words, if you are not sure about the apartment, then it means you might put someone else's life in danger. Not somebody else's life in danger only, but your life as well. So that is why, as a police officer, the most important thing that you need to do is to follow the protocol. But if you fail to follow the protocol, it's going to be dangerous. So I don't know about their rules and regulations, the procedures, the legislations, and so forth and so forth. But the most important thing that I know is that if you are going to handle such a situation, you have to be certain, you have to be exact, because otherwise you might end up putting somebody else's life in danger. So you have to be sure. So this is a big red flag, to go to a room that you didn't confirm, that you're not sure of. Because if this lady say, I don't know, or I'm not sure, then it means as a police officer, you have to make sure that you confirm all the details before you can take any further step. In other words, you have to think multiple times before you take a step.
He says 1401, okay. The woman again affirms 1401. But the girl sounded scared. The one that called, she said she was like it's getting out of hand it sounds like it's getting really out of hand. And so,
in other words, if it's something that was happening frequently, the police officers could have waited for that moment. In other words, he had time to make his investigation very well, because this was something that was happening frequently, something that is happening frequently. So he had time to make sure that he organized all the information very well, because if you are a police officer, you should not put your life in danger, because if you put your life in danger unnecessarily, you will always lose control.
that obviously points out a lot about how they got. Okay, he asked, will you do me a favor? Will you stand out there and direct the deputy that's coming through this, and it's going to be on this side. Deputy says, got you. Deputy says, got you. Then the deputy says, 312-111. Deputy radio call again, 312-111. The deputy goes to door E1401. It's important. They say this is domestic disturbance going on, but watch the body cam video, and more importantly, listen to the body cam video. You can hear birds chirping. Deputy knocks loud.
That is why I say the police officer should have organized all the necessary information to make a confirmation that indeed that was the exact place, because you don't want to put your life in danger. You don't want to put somebody else's life in danger as well. So that is why verification is very important. You have to follow the procedure, because going into a wrong apartment, that's a big red flag. That's a big red flag. So this might put him in trouble.
Loudly, and then steps to the side out of the view of the peephole. If it's the police knocking and you want the person inside to know you're the police at the door, why are you stepping out from?
Okay, let me just talk about the first knock for a moment. I spoke about the protocol, the procedure. I don't know about their rules and regulations and the procedure and etc. But if you're knocking for the first time, or if you make your first knock, you have to announce yourself immediately that you are a police officer, because you don't want to trigger the person who is inside. Because if you knock and you don't say anything, you don't announce yourself that you are a police officer, that person who is inside might be triggered to pull a gun. This is possible, and this is my honest analysis.
In front of the peephole so they can see who it is. Side out of the view of the peephole. 16:31 and 18 seconds. You hear.
So now, why the police officer is hiding himself? So when it comes to this one, we may differ. Maybe because handling a domestic violence case, sometimes it can be dangerous. Maybe he was trying to protect himself. But the most important thing is the first knock. You have to announce yourself that I'm the police officer.
You hear Roger's dog Chloe bark. 16:31:41. You hear a voice. Unsure who's the voice or what it says, but you hear a voice. And then the deputy knocks again and steps to the side again in the video. Then the deputy knocks and says, "Sheriff's office, open the door." Deputy knocks again, steps back into the side again. Don't really understand what's going on. But he said, knocks again, says, sheriff's office, open the door. 1632. The deputy at 1632.02 seconds says, step back. You watch the video, you see Roger is complying. He's stepping back. And then the deputy executes him. 6 shots, 6 times.
6 shots. It's amazing. That is why it's very important to follow the protocol, and I would like to keep it in mind that I'm not sure of their rules and regulations, their procedure, and etc. But you can tell, if you're watching that video, you can tell that this man was raising his left hand. He raised his left hand and his gun was pointing on the floor. So he was not that much of a threat to this police officer. I understand that sometimes these things are happening very fast. So within a blink of an eye, something can happen. But in other words, you have to issue a command first. You issue a command that put your gun down and expect the reaction and expect the person you issue the command to obey the command. But police officer didn't give this young man a chance to respond to the command. According to the video, I know that they're still going to make some investigations, but based on the video, he issued a command after he had already made some shots.
And it's only after he is shot that he gives a verbal command of drop the gun, drop the gun. And even while Roger Fortson, this American patriot, is on the ground, shot and dying, he is still trying to comply. He tells him it's over there. The deputy yells again, drop the gun. He says, I don't have it. Deputy radio calls, 312, shots fired. Suspect down, do not move. 312, get me EMS to my location.
And the other thing that I would like to say, if you're pointing a gun at someone and their gun is pointing on the floor, it's not easy for that person to shoot you. That person will obey your command, will definitely obey your command, because you are the one who is in charge, you are the one who is in control. So in other words, if you are in charge, if you are in control, that person will definitely obey your command. But the police officer here didn't give Roger Fortson a chance to react to his command or to obey his command. This is a murder. I may be biased here, but this is a murder.
That's everything from the body cam video. Obviously, you all have the FaceTime video from his girlfriend that shows when he's on the ground, he's saying, I can't breathe. And they're still yelling commands. Still yelling commands. I never got Kleenexes or anything. If somebody got Kleenexes. And we knew this was going to be emotional, but talking with his family, they want the record to be straight. The new evidence that we're presenting to further show that they're not at the right apartment. They're not at the right apartment. And obviously, we think both things are important. They're not at the right apartment, and then, and within seconds of open.
Following a procedure, a protocol, will always be important, especially when it comes to such situations or such circumstances. But I know that some investigations are still continuing right now. as we speak. And I would like to ask you to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button like never before.